Now we're going to take a 17mm socket wrench and loosen the drain bolt. What I like to do is loosen it with the socket wrench, then take the socket itself and apply it to the bolt and slowly back it out. Make sure you have your catch can ready underneath, and you might want to try to control some of the flow of oil so you can loosen it up by hand, and then as it starts to come out, just keep the bolt there to restrict the flow of oil, and then you're just going to let the oil drain completely to a trickle. It helps to have the engine or temperature kind of warm. You don't want it piping hot because you'll burn yourself, but you want it to be a little warm. It'll help the oil flow a little better and faster outside of the drain pan. If you run the Blackstone oil analysis on your car, this would be a great time to catch some of that oil, obviously as it's coming out. Put it in the container, put the little pig blanket in it. You fill out the information sheet with some details on your car, put it in the case, put a stamp on it, and mail it out. Wait a couple weeks to get your results. Once the oil is draining in your car, you're going to come back with a 36mm oil housing socket, and you're going to loosen the oil filter housing. Now, per the Bentley manual, get some Stop and Shop bags. Double bag them. No, kidding. When you take the oil filter housing apart, there's going to be dripping oil from it. So it's a good idea to get some kind of towel, or in this case some plastic bags, and I reuse the old box from the new filter to put the oil filter and the housing together. I take it apart, I don't make a mess, and then I'm able to put the new filter in. So with two hands, you want to grab the old filter. Watch, it might be hot. And you're just going to pull it from the housing. You can buy replacement O-rings from the dealer. I'll put the part numbers on the bottom of the video. I didn't get them, but you can do them every once in a while. Next, I'm going to take the new filter and put it on the housing. I'm going to grab a pick and peel this O-ring off. Work it loose, and then pull it down. And you're going to throw this out. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the new O-ring. Make sure you don't drop that copper washer. You're going to put that where the drain plug is. Oil is a religious thing to some people. This particular brand of oil, the Mobil 1, the European car formula, actually adheres to ACEA A3 and B3, as well as the BMW LL01, the long life oil. Plus it meets the SN, SM, and SL API spec. In other words, it's the same oil, same grade oil as the BMW branded stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the cap and I'm going to apply some fresh oil on this O-ring here before I put it back on the housing and put everything back together. Just take a little bit. Then I'm going to put this down so I don't drop it. Put this back on. There you go. Well, there I go. I'll put this back. Make sure I'm threading it carefully. I'll put this back, making sure that I thread carefully. Grab your torque wrench and torque this to 25 Newton meters as per the inscription on the top nut of this filter housing. In this thing, it's barely anything. So what I like to do is, while the drain plug is still open and it's still draining, I'll pour a little bit of new oil in the opening to flush some of the old oil out. Just a little bit. You don't want to waste too much. And I should see some of that new oil I pushed in come out. as I mentioned before, you're going to take the new washer that comes with your oil filter, and you're going to fix it to the bolt, the drain bolt. Next, you're going to put the drain plug back into the hole there. And you're going to be sure to get a rag, and maybe I use some Simple Green, but clean up after yourself. It'll help identify if there's any leaks after the fact. Plus, it looks better. In this case, on my car, I cleaned up some old power steering fluid, some oil. And there was also some oil back here as well. Just like everything else, you want to torque this back. Once the drain pan is buttoned up, now it's time to add oil.